History is all around us here in Sacramento, and there's one home in Midtown that has seen a lot of it. So this home, designed by California's first state architect, sits on the former site of California's former state fairgrounds and racetrack, and it's now back on the market, and it holds decades of memories dating back to the early 1900s.
It's a really well-known and special property. When this neighborhood was developed in the early 1900s, this was a very prestigious and glorious place that people wanted to live. Before the house was built, this used to be where the state fair was housed, and there was also a racetrack. The last state fair was hosted here in about 1904. And that's when the state sold the land and they started developing lots. It was originally built in 1909 for the Cranston family by George Sellon, who actually became the first state appointed architect. Once he became state architect, he stayed with the family through the process to make sure that all the materials and everything were exactly what he had in mind during the design process. Following World War II, the home went through some turmoil. As it started as a grand mansion where it was very prestigious and absolutely the place everybody wanted to live, there was a decline in what was going on in our economy. It became a boarding house and you could rent rooms in the attic. It actually was foreclosed upon, and in 1998, it was put on the National Register of Historic Places. There's not many of those throughout this country. We are at 2101 G Street. It's a 3,600 square foot California Craftsman. It has 6 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. So it's 4 stories. You have the basement, the main level, the 3rd floor, which houses 4 bedrooms. And then you have the attic upstairs, which has 2 bedrooms and a full bathroom. The property is 2 parcels, so it sits on 2 lots. Almost all the original details that you see today were here. This speaking tube is used to communicate with somebody upstairs. Here we have a dumbwaiter, and then you have your staff staircase. One of the most interesting parts of this home is what we call the sleeping porch, and it's the only addition to the original home. It was added in response to the Spanish flu, the pandemic of 1918. The way that it was constructed is that the windows would come from the top down so that you could sleep with fresh air. And it was said that if everyone slept out there, that would be the key to staying healthy.